Hello, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. My name is WW but you already know that. This is the pre-release for 1.3, and we are starting a new career here. For some reason, when I tapped out to actually start recording, the main menu, like the stuff, like this just disappeared on the main screen. It also doesn't come back if I go back here. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Good that start new is the topmost option and it still works. Anyway, we are going to start a career mode game with our usual flag, and we're gonna call it no mods pre-release. Difficulty settings, I'm going to customize that pretty much. Kerbal experience, yes. Level up immediately, please do so. Allow negative funds in science, no thank you. Part measure limits, part pressure limits? Do parts fail when passing the pressure limits in dense atmospheres deep underwater? Yes, please. G-force limits fail when passing the G-force limits. No, thank you. Kerbals, no. They also, please, can keep their G-force tolerance of infinite. I don't want this to be a hardcore career mode. Just... if we do this, we at least can send a probe inside Jewel and it will explode at some point. Require signal for control. Yes, please. Plasma blackout. Enable comlinks weakening and going down when the link goes through atmospheric plasma. That's something that's really realistic, but I don't necessarily want that. Multiplier applied to antenna strength, keep that. Multiplier applied to strength of the DSN, whatever that is, I'm gonna keep that. Occlusion modifier. Multiplier applied to the effective size of objects that can occlude antennas. Oh, okay. Huh. Whatever. Multiply the amount of damage applied to buildings on collision. I'm fine with that. Part upgrades. Enable extra ground stations. Yes. Prevents manually transferring resources across parts that cannot cross-feed with each other. Not doing that. Quite definitely not doing that. Make action groups always available. No, I'd like to have that in the upgrades. You did keep that good. And generally, allow reverting. Yes, allow quick loading and quick saving. Missing crew respawning. No, thank you. If somebody is dead, they will stay dead. Auto-hire, no. Enable comm network, yes. No entry purchase required on research. Yeah, I like not having to pay extra for researching parts. Indestructible, no. Include stock vessels, no. Those only clutter up my stuff. Reentry heating. You can go 110. Resource abundance is fine. Starting funds are fine. Science is fine. Reputation is fine. Science rewards, fund rewards, reputation rewards. Penalties for funds. Decline penalty. I actually want to be able to decline stuff without getting a penalty for it. Because sometimes there's really nothing interesting on there. Reputation penalties can be a little bit higher. Fund penalties can also be a little bit higher. And yeah, I think we're fine. We can start this custom career right the heck now. So I did lie in the title of the save game a little bit. It's not no mods, it's just one mod. Thanks, I got that. That one mod you will probably see right on here. Yep, that's Kerbal Engineer. And I'm not playing without Kerbal Engineer, is what I'm saying. So here we got this, we've got Kerbin, and we want that compact and over here. Pretty much. Yeah, good. Of course, as this is the first thing we do in every save, I'm going to go ahead and take my scientist, Bob Kerman, and put him out on the launch pad, just in his capsule, doing sweet FA. Holy crap. Holy crap, that's a whole lot of shit. Oh hey, that has lights now? Cool. Didn't know. Crew report. I'm gonna keep that. We're also going to EVA. EVA report from Launchpad. Keep the experiment and put that in. Store experiments. This is the same EVA report, probably. You cannot take samples yet. Yeah, that's the same EVA report. Review report, and do that, and do that. Flying over Kerbin's shores. Keep. F grab and go back in. Oh wait, I forgot that was a different thing now. B for board. Also, we're totally going to go, oops, off the pad really quickly over to some stuff. I'm gonna F5 here and do some time warping, because it's really not a whole lot of fun to climb that. So this should be the flagpole from the launch pad. Don't think a space was entirely necessary here, yeah. Reset that. EVA report from launch pad. Reset that. Can you climb the lamp that the fucking post? No. That. Why is this part of the launch pad? Okay. Is this part of the crawlway, at least? Nope. That needs to go a little bit further then. Don't want to run up this without going out of time warp. EVA report. Crawlway. Crawl away. Yeah, that still wasn't entirely necessary. But this means that here... Oh yeah, that's actually... never mind, we're just going back. I like that bunker there. F, B, and recover vessel. That's a bunch of science. Parts come back, of course. And we've got 1 experience point for Bob. Then, of course, the next thing we want to do, have a look at research and development, and see that we can research the first two part things here. And now we can actually build rockets. Basic rocketry available now. Also, yeah, that's pretty much that. This we don't have enough science for, so that's fine. Mission control. Launch your first vessel. Escape the atmosphere and orbit Kerbal. That's all stuff that we can probably do with just 1 launch. I'm going to accept these. Oh, I can only accept 2 at a time at the moment. So all we gotta do right now is escape the atmosphere. Before we do that though, we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did over here. This time, however, we have Jab in the fucking thing because I didn't do anything about that. Crew report. Yeah. EVA report. Get back in and recover vessel. Not even doing anything else. That's just a little bit of science. Okay. So, launch our first vessel. Let's see. We're going to call this... Oh, new naming scheme I have to come up with. Oh, I can't name a ship that's not there, of course. What were we going to call the first thing? Naming schemes. Huh. World first milestones, recent accomplishments. Performed an EVA test at home. Returned to the surface. Performed first one of our experiments at home. Okay. That gives extra stuff is actually a little bit weird. Do we have any signs? Oh, of course we do. Hello, mystery goo container, and hello, thermometer. Huh. Kerbal engineer stuff. You know, I kinda wanna really quickly make sure that I actually got that from the pad. Because Communitron not gonna happen at the moment. I just really want to quickly grab some stuff from the pad. Get the scientist in there. Launch that this way. Hi. Observe the goo. Keep. Toggle this. Oh, hey, it's Kelvin. That's good. 312.89 Kelvin. Did like subtract like 279.15, I think. I have a hard time actually remembering what 0 Celsius is in Kelvin, but 200, I think 79 or 97, no 79.15 Kelvin is 0 Celsius, so this is somewhere around 20 Celsius, which is pretty neat. Lock temperature. Keep. Recover vessel. Good. Now, we're actually going to launch our first vessel. This of course means that we are going to not sit Bob in there, but Jeb, since we need a pilot. And we're going to make this a little less out of everything here. Flying and high in atmosphere is what that's gonna be. Then we need a parachute. Shoots. Also, we don't have thermal protection yet, so we don't want to actually get out of the atmosphere this way. Shoots. Well, for now we need a stack decoupler. That's nice. Seriously though, where's the parachute stuff? Aerodynamics. Help? Where do you keep your chutes? They're utilities. And we are going to put in... We're not even gonna use the most of the stuff yet. Just gonna do this and this. And we're gonna try to recover that by saying put some chutes on here. And wait, you have a completely messed up staging. You're going to want these to go off when that goes off. This in that direction. And yeah, that's about it. That's 1,600 meters per second. Okay, and atmosphere is actually more of 1,000. Excuse me, what's the... Which one of these delta V's is the actual delta... Oh, there. Huh? Oh, okay. This stage, totally. Forgot how this worked. So... Good. I'm fine with that. That has way too high thrust to weight, so I'm going to limit the thrust here on both. And I'm gonna take out the monopropellant because we don't need it. Anything else here? Electric charge required but not generated. Where do you need electric charge? Also, we don't have any photovoltaics yet. We don't have anything electrical. You know, I'd say let's send home some data, but with the limited power we have, I'm not gonna do that. We're going to call this first hop. Seriously? And you just... how did I switch? How did I switch that to begin with? I know it's F does something in that, but I don't know. I seriously don't know. Yeah, let's just try to actually fly this safe and launch. Jebediah Kerman, are you ready for liftoff? I'll take that as a yes. go. SAS on. Keep. Crew report. Keep. Log temperature. Keep. So does this count as high? Does that not tell me anymore? Also, I forgot to put Kerbal Engineer on this so we don't get the stuff. This is about as high as we're gonna go. While flying at Kerbin. Let's try that again at our highest point, which is gonna be here. Well, log temperature. We are going to aim ourselves this way. And hope this doesn't go completely out of range. Because I kind of want to recover that. What the heck? Atmosphere, please. Don't be glitchy. Two kilometers. You should really open this chute. Altitude 1,000, really? I'm also gonna go ahead and actually wait for this to come down. It's not gonna be that far away from us. We are gonna land in the water where I wanted to land. That is really cool. And that's just gonna be like, what? Kilometer or two away from us? Over there. Slowly coming down. Got 250 meters left. Gonna go ahead and assume I can time warp without this completely freaking out. That's good. Okay, last few meters. This is just me or does the water look a little bit better? I might as well go ahead and log the temperature in the water. And while we're at it, we're going to EVA, take the data, take a crew report, take an EVA report, Go back in, take a crew report. Actually, review, that's flying at Kerbin. Keep, and that's also flying at Kerbin. Yeah. Then we're going to reset this experiment and observe the mystery goo in the water. I'm going to see if this gives a different EVA. And board. Okay. That seems to be landed, so we're going to... can we switch to that? Yes, we can. Hello. You're good. Recover that. And also recover that. That's all our science, that's the parts back, and that's the crew. Good. We also got done with World's First Milestones. A lot of speed and altitude records. Distance record of 1 kilometer and 3 kilometers. Splashdown in the ocean. We have recovered our first crew from a mission. Neat. We also have the launch vessel and the launch vessel contract complete, which means next thing, hi, that's a lot of stuff. Next thing, the orbit thing, I don't know if we're gonna do that right away. Test the parachute in flight over Kerbin. Haul a decoupler into a suborbital trajectory. Test a stack decoupler landed on Kerbin. That's something we can do. Heat shield. Haul heat shield into flight above Kerbin. Altitude 27 to 32,000 at 1,200 to 1,500 meters per second. Probably not gonna happen. Temperature survey. The focused observational surveys of Kerbin are more of a thing that I want to do with a plane than with what we have, which is just rockets. So what we can do is the decoupler landed on Kerbin. That's easy. That's just over at the launch pad. I'm gonna do that real quick. That's just... drop that. This is not the first hop. This is an untitled spacecraft. Coupling... or is... yeah, that's the only decoupler we have, so it's gotta be that one, right? Test the TR-18A. That's the TR-18A. What I want to know, because we kind of just go ahead and actually, if I just put this like this, actually like this, then it's not gonna decouple anything, but it should still activate. We're going to go ahead and put our engineer in there and launch this thing and see if this works, because if that works, that's actually a little bit broken, but oh hey, also my engineer window. I want surface vessel orbit, and yeah, that's pretty much that. So boom. Oops, apparently we put that on the wrong way around for what I wanted. Ouch. I'm going to really quickly, okay, we did the contract, yes, but I'm gonna really quickly revert the flight to vehicle assembly, as if that never happened, and see if this, of course this side would stay on the thing that, I'm a moron sometimes. Launch, try that again. Boom. This does work. It just stays on this. It decoupled nothing. That's a little bit broken. Little tiny bit broken. How much research stuff do we have? We have 55, so radial decouplers, more science, radial chutes, heat radiator, service bay, that's good stuff. Radial stuff, like radial decouplers, yeah, thank you. And that's the higher rocketry, we're going to take that as well. Okay, I'm also going to always buy the entire tier of tech before going to the next. So we're not going to get to these until we're done with all of the others. Just a little limitation I want to set myself, because it's a little bit weird having high tech on one thing and no tech on the other thing. Administration building, by the way. Take 5% sun's income, yield 1 science. Take funds, get your reputation. Nah. I'm fine with the recovery rates. Like, none of these in the administration building right now that are available actually look interesting to me. Let's see. Anything else? In flight, suborbit, in flight, in flight. What does the suborbit say? 150 to 160,000 meters. Huh. That's a little bit high for a suborbital trajectory. Yeah, I'm just going to take orbit Kerbin, and we're going to orbit Kerbin next. But this episode is already half an hour long, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this is it for the first episode of the new season of Kerbal Space Program. And I will see you for the next episode. Till then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWDadmin. Bye.